Hello and welcome to Thoth Tuesday. Wow, we've made it. It's it's been really tough for me. I don't know about you guys, but it has been some crazy energy. Yeah, let's just get into this reading. I don't know what to say at this point. 4:30 of 2024, it's a 15, which is a 6, and we are going to read the 6. Hope everybody's doing good. Now we are playing a game when you come in. It's manifesting. We are practicing our manifesting. People have been manifesting like crazy. I've been manifesting. I have a couple more things, and I just heard the other day about the healing technologies that the patent is going to be released here really soon. And I was so excited because that is my manifestation. I want the world to be healed. I know we can. I know there's the technology out there. They have the anti-gravity they're going to release, which I fly all the time in my dreams. So I already knew we had anti-gravity a long time ago. So yeah, it's going to be exciting. So let's put this, anyway, hit the magic like button. We're calling it the magic manifestation button. I wanted to see how many people are manifesting and practicing. And so far, there's not that many, but that's your decision. But I really feel that manifesting and meditating, the two M's, are very important right now. Practice your manifestation. Come back in the comments and let us know how it worked, what you manifested, and how easy it was, because it's coming fast. Unless you're thinking of something unrealistic, it's coming fast. And another thing is put your first name and your month you were born and the day you were born. I don't need to know your age. I don't need to know your last name. I put it in the comments. I will put you in the drawing for the end of the month. I'm putting all the names in a magic hat, and my husband's going to pull the magic name and I will announce it. I will put it in the show more section. I will announce it verbally. I will put it in the comments for a few days, and you need to come back in and look, because I'll have to get your email. I'll give you my email address. You have that. And then you can email me your information and I will send it to you. Free reading from me to you, because I love you all so much. Okay, now let's read the 6, and that will start the reading off the channel of reading. Number 6 reveals the uniting and attracting forces are now flowing into you. Make use of them to bring ideas and dreams to fruition. You will find courage and an unusual inner strength. Take a step forward and do not allow anything or anyone to stand in your way. You will be a conduit for the creation of the new things. This number's energy field is all about balance and the merging of opposing energies. It brings love, health, happiness, profit, and fulfillment of dreams. Right now, we really have to keep our vibes up. There's a lot of people going through a lot of stuff out there, and we don't know their story, so don't judge a book by its cover. Now, the Soul Helper Oracle, we got a number 35, which is an 8, infinity. Follow your vision. Never lose sight of what is really important. Yeah, we have to really look at right now what's really important in our life and what's not. I've been traumatizing flies all day. They're still here. So excuse the flies. We live in Florida and the dogs are in and out all day. The wisdom of the wolf is to adapt to life circumstances without losing sight of what is important or straying from the path of their own vision. Trust your instincts, your inner strength and guidance. Safeguard your vision by establishing clear boundaries, defending your territory, and never giving others the power to unsettle you. Trust your intuition and never let anyone take that away from you. You have drawn this card because your forebears, your ancestors, are calling to you. It is time to rediscover your visions. Shamans and druids once wore the skin of the wolf as a sign of their great spiritual powers, leadership, and inner strength. This mission to follow your vision with inner strength now falls to you in order for you to achieve truly great things. You will need courage for the path ahead, and you will be granted a higher perception. Meditate upon it and open yourself to the light flowing toward you. You have the ability within you to expand your perception for the benefit of all living things. Your helpers for the next 21 days is the power animals, the wolf. The herbal essence is cypress. The healing crystal is emerald, like the emerald tablets. And the number is 8. And that was great because we're on Thoth Tuesday. We got green for the emerald tablets. I'll take that. Okay, let's see what the number 8 tells us. Okay, look how beautiful those wolves are. And number 8 tells you that now is the time for harmony, calm, and a place of retreat. You have been given the gift of a light that opens your mind and delivers the strength to create something that will last for all time. Should you want to do so, number 8's energy field opens up eternity for you. It is renewal, paradise, spirituality, calm, mindfulness, and the completion of transformation. Yeah, we are going through a transformation right now. And we've already noticed people are not the same. We are going to go through a lot of changes, and it's going to get really wonky out there. So put a protection bubble around you that nothing bad comes into your field. The lower energies, keep them out, because even with my protection bubble, they're sliding around the corner. They're finding a place to get in and wreak havoc on our energy. So just really be careful. Right? Okay, now we got the Messenger Oracle. And I love this card because I love ladybugs. They remind me of my great-great-grandmother. Surrender to the flow. Through choice and action, you can steer the course of your life. But sometimes a need to control every outcome can have you caught up in a whirlpool instead of moving forward. You may move in the direction of your choosing, but it may not be the direction in which you need to journey. Loosen your grip, surrender yourself to the flow, and trust that you will find yourself exactly where you need to be. Yeah, we are where we are supposed to be. There is no coincidences. There's no oopsie, we're supposed to be here. And the other card that came out with this was a time to reflect. And we've been getting boundaries, time to reflect, meditation, manifestation. These are all teachings that you have to teach yourself. You have to go through the dark night of the soul. You have to go through got a bug, the challenges, and you have to look at what you've been through and what it's taught you. Not just the bad that it was horrible. You know, we all had horrible moments, but what did we learn from the experience? Have you been rushing along, living from one moment to the next without thought or care? Have you failed to notice and acknowledge all that you have and achieved and accomplished? Stop. Take a moment to pause and reflect upon all that has happened and all that is happening. See how you have grown. See all you have succeeded in accomplishing. Acknowledge and delight in your journey and understand how it has played a part in creating you who lives in the present. Yeah, our Creator created us to live in a world that was supposed to be paradise. And because of the indoctrination and the way that we were raised, not knowing, it wasn't anybody's fault other than the puppet masters. And we've learned a lot of faulty stuff. So now we have to kind of relearn, but we have to go within to relearn. Now, the angels and ancestors, we had one card that wanted to appear. Shaolin Master, be graceful in movement and action. Slow and steady, breathe and flow, take a gentler approach. Shaolin monks practice Chan Buddhism and are masters of Kung Fu art and traditional Chinese medicine. Shaolin medicine is about learning to adapt to a situation, to tap into the energy running through your body and preserve it in order to release it at the right moment. It also teaches subtly, because when you are too forceful, you use too much energy, and that may not be supportive of what you are working on. The Shaolin master, like a monk, has respect for all things. Depicted here holding a praying mantis, one of the forms of Shaolin martial arts. He is disciplined and guided by his art and will never use it to impress the foolish or to appear stronger than someone who is threatening him. You too are being invited to remain graceful in your movement, choice, and action. You are being guided to flow like water, blow like air, and connect with the present intentions. Don't feel you need to rush ahead. Gentler approach will be more fruitful, rewarding, more subtle and grace. Reach high, but also ask yourself how you can move with the flow of life rather than pushing against it. Do you have the capacity to refocus your gaze at this time? Can you slow down or take more time to soften and breathe as you move forward? All of this will be incredibly beneficial for what happens next. Yeah, my husband's learning that you shouldn't react right away, but you should back up and observe because he was always one to react. And I was always one to back off and observe and then react. And he's learning that that I'm gonna have to name it. I'm gonna name the fly Fred because Fred is getting on my last fuzzy nerve. Anyway, maybe he'll go away if I name him, maybe he'll go home. Anyway, yeah, we have to really work on ourselves, people. What do I live in an orange grove? Jeez. Like one of them little gnats that fly around you when you're in an orange grove. Okay. We have some great cards that came out, and I think that we are going to be okay with all this if we keep our energy in check, because like they said, we don't want to go crazy because it uses our energy. When we are yelling at somebody or doing things to somebody or taking up the energy bitching about something, then we're drained a little bit. So you have to keep your energy intact. Walk with confidence, walk with pride, and know who you are. We got outer wisdom, Merlin's temple. Now is a wonderful time to study, find a mentor, seek the wisdom of elders, and search for answers outside of yourself. Today, there is a wealth of wise and compassionate teachers around the world, offering their time and wisdom in so many ways. Elders from many different traditions are coming forward to share their culture and historical knowledge. There's an abundance of easily accessible books, workshops, and courses in a wide range of subjects, from the practical, motivational arena to the spiritual, religious, and magical, and the hysteric, occult, and deeply mystical. Traditions and mysteries that have long been secret or accessible to only a few are now widely offering that can be accessed no matter where on this beautiful planet you live. This card is a message that you will benefit from seeking knowledge or answers from an outside source for the issues you're currently facing. This is not to cast aspirations on your capabilities. You're deeply intuitive with immense wisdom within, but sometimes a new perspective on a situation can make a huge difference, revealing something you're just not able to see. So ask for help or search out guidance you haven't yet considered. Go to the library and browse the shelves. Ask friends for recommendations on teachers or facilitators you might resonate with, or begin a course, apprenticeship, or study program in an area that fascinates or intrigues you. This seeking of outer wisdom will be deeply healing for you, opening you up to new possibilities in wonderful new ways, and could even lead to a new career, hobby, or passion you want to pursue. This card is a reminder to respect the elders of your community and to look a little deeper into the wisdom they've always offered you. It's also a great time to honor your ancestors, to search out information about where you come from, and to soak up the wisdom of the age. Are there people you work with or encounter regularly you've overlooked? You may have something to share with you. Too often, those with rich life experiences and hard-won insight are disconnected or ignored. Now is the time to shine. Now is the time to look past the stereotypes and appreciate them. If their reviews are surprising or strange at first, don't dismiss them. Yeah, ponder their words, mull over their guidance, allow your beliefs to be challenged by things you never consider. What they offer may seem valuable, or maybe you'll learn just as much in disagreeing with them. By discovering what doesn't work for you and why you think the way you do, stay open to learning and growing always. Yeah, I think that's a great idea. I think, instead of putting people that are still somewhat healthy in a community setting with nothing to do, I think that they should be doing things, telling people their stories. They're storytellers. They're wise. They've leveled up. Why wouldn't we have storytelling time with the ancestors before they're gone? Why would we worry about it when they're gone and not when they're here? I tried to absorb everything my mother told me. I should have wrote more down because now she's not going to tell me anything because, she's got dementia. But yeah, my dad was a good storyteller. My mother was a good storyteller. Okay, now, let's see where we are here. Okay, now we got the Four of Water, and we've been getting him a lot, and he is a great message because people really need to feel this a lot, a lot. You are beautiful. Be aware of weaknesses, but focus on strengths. Mistake an opportunity to learn. Let go of the idea of perfection. Love yourself for who you are. Happiness at another's expense, the emotional cost of your actions. The Four of Water stands before you with quite confidence and awareness. Despite his scary appearance, he sees only beauty when he looks at his reflection. A gentle smile curves his lips as he regards himself with kindness and understanding. He has many weaknesses, and during his lifetime, he made many mistakes, and yet he chooses to see the lessons he has learned and forgive himself instead of holding on to feelings or shame, regret, and guilt. Every scar makes him more beautiful, and every mistake presented him the opportunity to learn, to grow, and to become wiser. Like all of us, he has many strengths to balance out his weaknesses, and it is these strengths on which he chooses to focus. He believes he is deserving of both love and happiness, and even when life offers an experience that scares, he refuses to allow hurt or disappointment to erode his self-belief or close his heart. This does not mean that he is blind to his flaws. Rather, he accepts them for what they are, parts of a whole that is imperfect and perfect at the same time. The Four of Water arrives in your reading to ask whether you look at yourself with less love than you should. Do you see only your flaws and imperfections and feel as if you should apologize for having them? Instead, seeing them as something that gives you depth and character. Those flaws and scars and imperfections are aspects of your nature that make you truly beautiful. You would shine like the sun if you would accept them for them and forgive them and allow them to simply be a part of who you are. It's time to let go of the idea that to be perfect is to be without flaw. Stop looking for the perfect relationship, the perfect idea or creation, the perfect career, or the perfect opportunity. Every relationship, every idea or creation, every career path, and every opportunity has flaws, imperfections, and the potential to fail or go awry. Release that perfection is a paradoxical state that exists only when there is peaceful acceptance and unconditional love for those scars, weaknesses, and flaws. Perfection is only achieved in seeing, accepting, and loving the flaws, knowing that they are an undeniable, necessary part of the beautiful, magical whole. The Four of Water comes to ask that you release any feelings of inadequacy or discomfort. You are in the moment, everything you are meant to be, and so much more. Love yourself without condition. We got that card the other day too in the Messenger Oracle. We got love without conditions. Yeah, that is a hard pill to swallow for a lot of us because we've always held ourselves up to our imperfections and trying to change them, or someone else has done it for us. My mother was always the type of person that picked on you about your weight, that picked on you when you weren't in your perfect state. And I also married a man like that. Why, I don't know. My husband will point out every flaw on me instead of pointing out something beautiful. So I know that that is a learning experience. I know that that is a challenge for me because I always point out everything perfect on people and not their flaws. So we are totally opposite people. That's what it is. That's such is life. You're not going to get somebody that's going to see the perfectness in you all the time, because don't judge a book by its cover, but they love to judge a book by its cover. Most people, they look at the cover and then there's your book. They already wrote it. You don't even have to talk to them. Now, the Four of Water. Oh, yeah, we got okay, we got the Knight. And this is Knight of Wands activity. There's no more waiting around when this night arrives, as every aspect of your life receives a sudden energy boost. Expect a download of emails, messages, calls, decisions, offers, and opportunities. You can now make progress personally, professionally, at home, and in relationships. Personal projects benefits from this dynamic influence too. An additional meaning of the card is travel and moving house. You'll find you are now able to move quickly. Choose which people, situation, or project will benefit most from your efforts and attention. Stay grounded and you'll make great steps towards success. Yeah, this is energy, movement, passion, focus, balance, communication, relationship. Yeah, we have to work on our relationships. If you have somebody picking out the ugly in you, just look in the mirror and know that the ugly is beautiful too. So, yeah. Don't let people's opinions, I ignore my husband's opinion. I could care less of his opinion when it comes to me. When it comes to him, he can worry about his own opinions and it'll all be good. If you have somebody like that, whether male or female in your life, you can either deal with it and know you're leveling up to not ignore it, or you can let it cripple you. For a while, it crippled me. I got over it. Now I just look at him as needs to grow up. I look at people like that they need to grow up. It's not all about them. It's about servicing others, and they don't want to work on themselves. They just don't want to see, they don't want the reflection in the mirror of themselves. It's like they ignore it and point somebody else's stuff out. So you can look at your stuff and not notice their stuff. See, they've got a gimmick they work. I'm gonna bash you for every mistake and every flaw you make. But me, I made no flaws, and I'm perfect in every way. Yeah, good luck with that. I really doubt I guarantee people could pick out flaws in that type of person just by their personality. That's a flaw. Now, I've been doing it different. So we're working on the Four of Water. And these are all the clarifying cards, because with the Four of Water, the perfection and the imperfection is what that is. The scars are beautiful, and we should never look down at ourselves, no matter what anybody says. And then there's the Knight of Wands, which is activity. So yeah, that's kind of giving that. Then we got the Four of Cups, which is boredom. And we got boredom the other day. Somebody's bored. When this four arrives in a reading, it's often because you're feeling dissatisfied with some aspect of your life, but don't know what you are needing to bring in to feel happier. In relationships, it can reveal a boredom phase. If you're looking for love or work, you may believe that there's nothing or no one out there for you. You may be retreating into yourself rather than reaching out for what you need. Look for inspiration, renew your faith, and that life can bring you what you need. This is stagnation, dependency, self-protection, need of change, stubbornness, and rigidity. Yeah, there's something, and it could have picked up my energy a little bit, but I'm sure that everybody is having those issues. We have someone in our world that is picking out our imperfections and making us maybe feel. See, I went through the dark night of the soul. I know what hecklers are, and I know how to deal with hecklers. It doesn't bother me at all anymore. Um, but some people it really does. It really gets to them. And I think this reading is going to help somebody to ignore their opinions about it. It's just, when somebody yells out something or tells you something, it's their opinion. Why, if it's a mean opinion and you don't agree with it, why do you even put your energy out to it? I don't even put my energy out for it anymore. I just walk away and tune it out. That's the only thing you can do. And as you walk away and tune it out, it gets a little quieter and a little quieter, because when you write into their opinion and you want to give them your opinion about it, and they're going to give you their opinion again, and it's going to go back and forth, it's not worth it. It's just you're using too much energy on what their opinion was about you. And I don't feel that anybody should share an opinion if it's bad about somebody else. Keep your crappy thoughts to yourself, especially perfectionists. My husband is a perfectionist, and that is to me, that's ridiculous. Perfectionists can be ridiculous. Okay, 8 of Cups. Change. We've been getting change all along. We are going through so many changes with these shifts. We just did another timeline jump. We're going to be doing more timeline jumps. I can feel it. I know it. The reality is coming swift. It's coming fast. It's time to take your leave, and this is exactly the right time to move on. You may have already left a relationship, home, job, or other commitment at an emotional level, so there's little drama or moral struggle to contend with as you say a quiet goodbye. You're ready for change. The card could also reveal a journey or change of scene, such as going on vacation or taking a short trip. Follow your heart and go forward. Ending, departure, journeys, movement, transition, travel, and vacation. I envision a lot of change for most of us. I think 100% of us are changing. And it's going to be for the better. Okay, so those are the clarifying cards for the Four of Water. And that is telling me that there's too much perfection and you're holding back on your beauty, and you're letting people like I have give their opinion about you because they just want to hurt you. They just want to do whatever they can. And this is boredom. You're bored with something. You're probably bored with a relationship. Activity, you need more activity, and we're going through a change. We're all going through that. We're all changing our perception on things so quick that we just don't even see why we enjoyed people at one time. It's like when you walk away from somewhere you've been all your life or a long time, and you have a lot of friends, they all know each other, this and that, and you move. Now I know why people stay in their hometown, because when you move, those people forget who you are. They don't call unless they love you, unless they really care about you. But I've seen that a lot of my friends from where I moved, I was the one that kept the relationship alive, the friendship. When I was out of the picture and quit contacting, I've never heard from. So it's okay with me. It's like, wow, okay, that was a learning experience, because you always think that these friends are going to be here forever. Yeah, you'll have forever friends, but they have their own life too, and they have their problems right along with you. Um, we got the 12 of fire, and that's a 3. Now, we always get the 3s. So when we get 3s, they are a divine message. And this is the hero. Represents someone we all admire for their noble They're courageous and willingness to champion and rescue the weak and vulnerable. What I say about the hero is he represents a need to perform good deeds in order to increase one's self-esteem or worth in the eye of others. He can be described as a wounded hero, one who needs to, yeah, that's what it is. It's the wounded hero. And we all have a wounded hero in our life, but we all can be the hero of our story also. So yeah, I think with the whether he can be described as the wounded hero, one who needed to be told that he is a good by others. Sometimes it is because he cannot see the good within himself, and sometimes it is because he craves the attention. It feeds an emptiness or lack within. Whether his low self-esteem opinion is born of past mistakes that cause others pain or harm, or if it is born of mistreatment and wounds inflicted upon him by others, the hero is often weighed down by feelings of blame, guilt, shame, and fear. And the only way he thinks he can, yeah, I know people like that. They're performing good deeds to get people to look at them like they're wonderful. It's like, I got to tell everybody, I went to Goodwill and gave clothes, or I went to a shelter and gave clothes. I do things for people all the time. We all do. But the wounded hero wants the recognition, and we want to be the hero of our story. And this is also about a person who lies and cannot be trusted, puts another's well-being before them, according to accord others with respect and dignity, avoid gossip. Yeah, yeah, that's ego. That's Now let's see what we got with a clarifier for the wounded hero. We got the Four of Wands, we got endurance. Oh no, the Seven of Wands, excuse me. Ah, okay. We got the Four of Wands first and then the Seven of Wands. That's reward. So it has to be a reward for the wounded hero. The hero doesn't need a reward, but the wounded hero, and if you are a hero, you will get a reward, but the wounded hero has to feel the reward. Be careful, be carefree while you can and replenish your mind, body, and soul. You deserve it. This is balance, love, contentment, freedom, openness, travel, new home. Yeah, when the wounded hero gets a reward, they're all good and hunky-dory. And then we got the Seven of Wands, which is endurance. Say your words loud and clear, and then be prepared to negotiate. You have a higher moral ground, and with endurance and courage, you will get the results you need. Defense, resilience, protection, opposition, territory, force, and resistance. So this is resisting the journey of the hero. You're either the wounded hero or you're the hero of the story. And you will get a reward either way. You'll get the praise of people going, "Oh, you're so good. You gave something to somebody in need." Or they don't. They just get their, ego in check. That is an ego card when it comes up like that. It's yeah. And yeah, we got the 10 of Pentacles, which is luck. Appreciate the special bonds you share as a group and the love that comes with commitment. Yeah, this wounded hero, if you're the hero or the wounded hero, whichever way you go, you will have luck either way. You'll be rewarded for being the wounded hero because everybody's going, "Oh, good job, buddy. Yeah." Or you'll be rewarded because with like a medal or money or something because you helped. And you didn't have to have the recognition of the wounded hero. Now, that was the end of that one. Now we got the Ace of Earth. And this is starting anew, New financial and career opportunities, rewards versus consequences, making preparations, planning for the future, material gain, and desire for security. When the Ace of Earth appears in your reading, it represents a time of change and new beginnings on the career and home front. This change is driven by a desire for financial security and independence for yourself or for those for whom you are responsible. It is time to make preparation and plans for the future so that you are not challenged or placed under stress by the changes that are coming. What do you want to do with your life? What career path will allow you to both meet your responsibilities and be fulfilled? Are you more interested in financial rewards than seeking a vocation or career that will stimulate you and make you happy? It is time for you to think of outcome you desire. Do you need to further your education and qualify to create more financial reward opportunities? A new beginning founded in practicality. This is the energy of the Ace of Earth. It is time to be grounded in your approach and see tangible outcomes that meet your desire. Determine your weakness and strength, weigh your responsibilities, and then decide whether or not they fit with your goals and objectives. Also, be sure to consider the impact your decision will have on those around you. Be certain of your motivation. If you desire a safe and secure environment that is free of financial stress, then now is the time to consider building solid foundations. Yeah, we are going into a new time, a new age, and the new beginnings are going to be amazing. Now, the clarifier for that was the Ace of Swords. Hang on, I got to take my dogs out. They're barricading the door down. Okay, the clarifier for that was the Eight of Swords restriction. We've got some restriction going on here, and something's restricting you from making decisions. Eight of Swords, get practical and see that you are in control of your own future, regardless of what others think. You can free yourself by being less tolerant of the demands of others. Separation, fear, burdens, lack of vision, being stuck, responsibility, and change. Eight means change, and this eight sees you on the brink of that change as you realize the way you're being restricted by your circumstances at work, in a relationship, or a project. The card often shows a relationship is on lockdown because one of you is not free to make a commitment. An additional meaning is being bound by too much responsibility. I know how that feels. Okay. Now, the next one we got was the King of Pentacles, and this is trust. And I am hearing trust in the timing, trust in the timing. Those are the words I'm hearing with this King of Pentacles. The King reveals a man who is ambitious, trustworthy, and protective. When he commits to a project or relationship, he is loyal to the last. He can be a powerful business owner or leader. He has a hands-on attitude as the You card in a reading. He represents generosity and love. What you gain, you share with the people who are important to you. Protect what is yours while helping those on their way up the ladder. Enjoy the rewards that success brings. Money, protection, power, loyalty, stability, leadership, and commitment. So, there is restrictions in this, and we need to trust. We have to trust our own perception on this situation, because we also got the Three of Pentacles, recognition. Show off your work and be proud of your achievements. Further successes on this card. This is reputation, learning, skill, performance, reward, security, and completion. This was an interesting reading. You're going to find a lot of people in this world that have an ego, and their ego will stop them in life, but their ego will try to stop other people in their life because they know everything and they've done it all. And you got to be careful. Just be careful. Learn from them, but don't be like them. Yeah, that's not a good thing. So now we're done with the Oceanic Tarot and that. We've got a couple more that we're going to do today. It's it's been an interesting couple of days. So hopefully they'll get better. Okay. Now we got, I hate reading these big words. Okay. Babaji, that's what they call her, Babaji. Babaji, spiritual awakening, interconnectedness, understanding the inner workings. Babaji means great incarnation and sacred honor father. Babaji is a deeply respected master yogi who was introduced to the world through the teachings of the Indian yogi Paramahansa. Why can't these people have a name that's not 3 inches long? Jesus. Yagandanda. Oh, I butchered that. The author of the classic autobiography of the Yogi Babaji. As he called, is said to be over 2,000 years old, for he has reached the esoteric yogi state of samadhi, high enlightenment and mastery. Many within the spiritual field believe that Babaji is the keeper of the Christ light in India, as he is many ways like Christ, deeply devoted to the service of others. He has a sacred spiritual retreat hidden in the Himalayas, a place that many of the wandering yogis of India are searching for, and is of great help to anyone studying yoga or the yogic science. You are going through a powerful series of awakenings at this time and beginning to understand the interconnectedness of all things. You will even begin to understand the healing and lessons that have taken place during the darkest hours of your life. Know that every thought you have had to surmount great difficulties, all roads are leading to a deeper state of connection with yourself. Dive deep into your meditation practice now and be open to listening and learning, for the universe is trying to help you understand all the pieces of your life's puzzle so that you can understand the real reason why you are here. Given all that you have been through, you will never be able to see the world the same way again. And this is for the highest good. You are realizing that everyone and everything is interconnected and one, and that every decision and action you take will lead you to the next step. As you continue along this path, you will come to see that through your spiritual practice, you become the keeper and creator of your own destiny. Welcome to the real you. Yeah, I'm waiting for that day to have my own destiny. It's just, that would be great, wouldn't it? Okay, sacred, we got the gateway of light activation. Sacred inner space, sacral chakra, tenderness, sensuality. I did get to lay out in the sun today. It felt really good. I'm a little red, so. The sacral chakra is found below the belly button and is the energetic space that governs our reproductive system and all forms of expression connected to it. Everything from our sexuality to our capacity to express the tender, more sacred parts of ourselves is connected to this chakra. It is governed by water, and so it helps us move with the flow of life in order to express our most authentic self. Today was kind of all about self. Did you notice that? The other day we had boundaries, we had balance, and now it's self. And it is supposed to be service to others, not service to self. Yes, we're supposed to work on self, but it is supposed to be service to others. That's why I have a hard time with these churches that are not service to others. They're service to self, and that's not a good thing. You are being guided to the gateway of your sacred self. This is an opportunity to recognize that the more tender and vulnerable aspect of your being holds keys to great power. Honor the sacred within. Reclaim any parts of yourself that you have disconnected from or abandoned. If you want to experience more love and belonging, look within. There is a huge lesson in finding love within yourself. Realize that false narratives have been floating around your energetic field, stories that have discouraged you from expressing yourself. You may even have been lied to and told you aren't beautiful. This card is here to remind you that you are beautiful. And more importantly, you can create beauty in the world. Recognize that you hold the power of the universe within, and then you'll find your flow. Ooh, I got goosebumps on that one. I did. I got goosebumps. See 'em? Ah, that was beautiful. Okay, we got one more card. We got Human Spirit Oracle. Get a 21, which is a 3. Siren's Song. The lure of the siren song, it beckons you in and calls you with the promise of beauty, treasure, and magic. But not everything is as it seems. Before you follow the call, make sure you know where it is you are going or what it is that you are agreeing to. Most of the time, it's something seemed too good to be true. It is. Ask questions, educate yourself, seek that knowledge before you jump headfirst into something. If you have a gut reaction or a little voice in your head or just a moment of second guessing something, then lean into that. Ask yourself, why am I feeling this? Is it because of a past trauma or is it your intuition telling you that this might not be all that it is cracked up to be? Whether it is a purchase, a situation, or a human interaction, just take a moment to really think about what you are doing before you do it. Know exactly what it is you are getting into because it could save you a lot of time and energy in the long run. Yeah, that is a beautiful card. She's got music notes everywhere. Yeah, that's really a beautiful message for today. And I think it was all about self, service to others, looking at self, looking at what you're doing. Do you have a big house and a big car on the hill? Are you servicing yourself or others? I mean, there's a lot of questions we need to ask ourselves when we do things. I mean, we're deluded in the fact that we can just spend money on ourselves and not help anybody in the world because you're just going to be rich and lonely. There's a lot of factors in that. I would just think about them all because we're all going through a lot of emotional baggage, releasing it and stuff. And yeah. All right. So it's Thoth Tuesday. I hope everybody has a magical Thoth Tuesday and an inspirational Thoth Tuesday. And you know what? I love everybody and make every step in your journey be magical. And you know what? Just be you.